Hi, it's Phoenix with day 13 of my Everyone is Beautiful challenge, where every day I practice seeing myself and everyone else as uniquely, infinitely, and equally beautiful. Today was kind of like the first day. I went to the Courthouse Square in Prescott, Arizona here, and I remembered what it felt like on that first day and the second day when I did this. In the more recent days of this challenge, I've been feeling a bit disconnected because even though I go out and I see people and I remind myself before of that beauty mindset to appreciate everyone's beauty, uh, I haven't been feeling it as much as I did in the first few days. And I realized today that the reason why is because when I'm walking around and I'm not engaging with any one particular person and I don't know anyone here and I'm just strolling and appreciating everyone's beauty, I'm a lot less self-conscious or afraid of what anyone thinks. I'm not anticipating people's reactions to me as much. It's kind of like I'm just a outside observer. And when I'm an outside observer, just appreciating all the beauty, it's very easy to do. When I'm actually in the situation, and that's when it gets hard. Today I was just appreciating endless beauty. I just kept cycling through different things to appreciating the way people care for each other and all the expressions of caring and friendship and family that I saw, appreciating physical features, appreciating now it's hard to remember, but I know, appreciating like how everything built here was created by people, and it's just an endless game of appreciating people, and it's so easy to do. And if I just consciously do it, I'm so happy. There's just nothing happier than appreciating the beauty in all people and all things. And the only reason that gets stopped is fear. I noticed today the times when my happiness and my beauty consciousness dimmed down a little, and it was always because of some fear-based thinking. For example, I started to think, people probably think I'm really odd, just walking around smiling, and people watching, they're starting to like see me multiple times and probably wondering why I'm here. There's that thought. And then I started thinking again about beauty and how I'm afraid of aging and whatever. And then I also got sucked into people's energy just once or twice, kind of like picking up on some dissatisfaction in them, and then kind of taking it on myself. So yeah, fear of how I look, fear of how other people are going to react to me, of their judgment, and fear that's just other people's fear that is sticking to me. Pretty much that's what stops me from staying in the beauty world and just loving everyone and everything, is fear. And as soon as I start to talk to people and interact with them, the fear comes up. I'm worried, how are they going to interpret what I say? I'm worried about trying to look normal, trying to not seem too awkward. And when I'm just walking around like this free spirit, just roaming and appreciating everyone from a bit of a distance, and maybe smiling and waving, but not really committing or getting that deeply engaged with anyone, it's so easy for me to just be in love and be so happy. It's so funny that I could feel more connected to people when I'm just roaming around versus when I'm actually engaging more deeply with people. Because when I am, then the fear hits in and I don't feel 100% myself. I feel totally myself when I'm just walking around smiling at people. And not even like, a lot of times I actually today didn't smile at people or didn't look or didn't try to engage. Like today I barely said anything. I was just appreciating and loving. So it's really exciting because when I think about it, this is my natural state of being. I love loving. I love finding beauty in everyone. It's just figuring out how to socialize and how to interact with people without going into the fear mentality. I think that my lifestyle has a big impact on it. For example, if I have a job, then I'm going to be more afraid because I have to keep my job and impress the employer and abide by certain rules. And if I become self-employed, then it's pretty cool because then, there's less worry about having to fit in a certain box. So that's one reason why I'd love to create self-employment in the future. And why I'm enjoying not having a job right now, really. Where was I? So there's ways to like set up my own life so that I don't have to worry as much about what anyone thinks. But a lot of it's just figuring out, even when it's just some person I'm never going to see again and I start talking, I still go into that fear of letting them see all of me. So just as Steve Pavlina and other great people would encourage me to do, I'm going to look forward to surrendering to whatever people think, just accepting that I can't control what anyone thinks of me or how my words are interpreted all the time, and just focus on loving everyone, focus on appreciating everyone's beauty, sharing my beauty, sharing what I have to offer, being completely my best kind of self that I can muster in this moment. And if I can stay focused on that, then I'll be golden. So I'm going to practice being very conscious of that, picking up that beauty mindset, and then going to see people and actually start interacting and notice what happens, what goes on, what thought starts making me start feeling less than myself or start acting skittish. Yes, I love it. I love it so much. I love it. I don't care if it looks silly saying how much I love it and throwing my book. Just like today, I was staring up at the beautiful trees around the square and just like mesmerized by the trees, and I can't apologize for that, can I?